Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel for yet another episode of the Doll Symposium. This is now episode 14, and as always I am your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant today is the very lovely Prowess in T. So without further ado, let's just start today's video. Alright everybody, so welcome back to Doll Symposium, and as you guys can tell, I shaved. It's gone. The beard, well, the long beard is gone. The short beard is back. Now I just gotta get around to cutting my hair because my hair looks atrocious. It's like, we still have lockdown. The barbershops are open, but I kind of don't want to go yet. I don't know how safe it is. Am I being a little paranoid? Maybe. I don't know. Everybody has their own preference on how they're taking this thing, but for me, I think I'm just gonna just shave my own head or something until things get a little bit better and I feel confident about going to the barber. But whatever. Beard is gone. I've been doing this a lot and there's nothing there. It's so weird. It's so weird to have it gone, but I feel better that it's gone also because so freeing. Anyways, let's get to today's video. I know you guys didn't come here to talk about my beard, so let's move on. As always, we're going to start with the Dolphie Dream news. So there's quite a bit of news now. It's been a while since our last video. I've been busy with a lot of things. I'm not going to make any excuses as I've always been busy. I'm trying to get back, but we'll see. Anyways, so the Volks International website, or just Volks in general, has made a big announcement for a new Dolphie Dream to be released, and that is right here, the Dolphie Dream's sister, Lena Inverse from Slayers. She is going to cost 85,000 yen, and there are two ways of purchasing her. So the first way is in person. So she's going to be released during Hobby Round 23 in Japan at the Tokyo Center, I think it was. I can't remember where exactly, but it's Hobby Round 23, which is going to take place on November 22nd. Now, this is going to be a lottery for her if you're at the event, and the winners will be notified if they won or not at the event itself. So you don't have to like wait for an email later. You're going to be notified that day of the event if you won or not. Now, you're not going to pick up the doll that day, unfortunately. It will be delivered by December 12th, if I'm not mistaken. Sometime around December 12th is when you will get your Lena Inverse if you won. Now, the other way is not much information as of yet. So the second way that you can purchase Lena Inverse is from Dolls Party 44, which will be on December 20th. So this is going to be a lottery, I'm assuming. I don't think it's going to be a click war. I mean, it could be, but usually releases like this are usually lottery style, so I'm assuming she's going to be lottery. Dolls Party 44, like I said, is going to be December 20th. The special website for this event is not up yet because they technically, I guess, didn't really announce Doll Party 44 as of yet, like an official announcement, but we just know that she's going to be released during that event. On December 20th. Hopefully the special website will be up. The website for Lena Inverse herself is already up, giving you all the specs of like, you know, the body type, the hair, what she comes with, the cost, like who did the sculpt, etc., etc., plus a multitude of different poses of her on that site as well. Yeah, so if you're interested in Lena Inverse, definitely this is something really interesting. And I do want to note that her sculpt, her face sculpt, is pretty unique, I would say. It's very different from Volks's normal route of doing face sculpts, so to speak. Like, it's a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it. Like, her cheeks are a little bit more chubby, but then her eyes are more sunken in, and her nose comes out. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's just definitely something about that face sculpt that is definitely a different take than what they usually do for Dolphie Dream. Not to say that all the face sculpts look exactly the same, but there's kind of like a certain like method to how they do them, so to speak. But this new face sculpt for Lena Inverse definitely looks really good and is very true to the anime, in my opinion. I haven't watched any of the newer stuff that Lena Inverse has. Like, I think there's like a newer version of Slayers or maybe a new manga, but I remember Lena Inverse from like back in the 90s when I was growing up as a kid. Very funny show, very comedic. If you haven't watched it, you should probably check it out. It's pretty good. Anyways, let's move on. So, Volks International and Volks USA has their 2020 pre-order project, which is going to be Touhou. Now, this is something I alluded to last time in the video when spoilers were leaked and I said that this might be the pre-order project. It definitely is. So, Touhou Project is a video game series, and I think a manga series maybe also as well, and a visual novel series maybe. There's like a whole bunch of Touhou stuff online. Just Google it. There's tons of stuff. And Volks has actually released a bunch of Touhou stuff previously, earlier on in the Dolphie Dream years. These two characters, which is Reimu Hakure and Marisa Kirisame, both were already previously released as mini Dolphie Dreams, like way back in the day. But now that we have the emergence of the new mini Dolphie Dream body, most recently the mini Dolphie Dream Mochi Ashi bodies, both of these girls, Marisa and Hakure, will be on the mini Dolphie Dream Mochi Ashi bodies. So there was some speculation whether it would be the regular mini Dolphie Dream or Mochi Ashi, but they are Mochi Ashis. So pre-orders have already started, which was October 10th, and it's going to end on December 13th. And like all pre-order projects, as long as you pre-order within that time frame of October 10th to December 13th, you are guaranteed to get your doll. Now, obviously, the earlier you pre-order, you'll be in the first shipment, and then the later you pre-order, you'll be in the last shipment. Because they usually break their shipments up into like, I think it's like, usually like a shipment 1, 2, and 3. So if you want to think about it in a certain way, if you pre-order in October, then your first shipment, and November second shipment, December third shipment, something like that. It's kind of like that. Just if you want them earlier, just pre-order as early as possible. But they're definitely very cute. They look really good. I can't afford any more dolls as of right now. Well, technically I can, but I'm saving that money for some very specific dolls that are going to be released soon, which some of you already know which ones they are. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a hard pass on these two. They are very cute though. Even if you don't like the characters themselves, the face sculpts, like the way they look, very nice if you want to make your own custom characters. They're very cute. So let me see. Oh, one thing to note is that during this pre-order project, it doesn't seem like on the website that you need to be a VSGL or VIP member. So for those of us that are international buyers, I think we are considered the GL for the global membership, I believe. So I don't believe you need any of that for this pre-order project. As you had previously for a couple last releases. They've been pushing really hard for you to be a member in order to buy stuff from events. But luckily, this event, no. For those of you that are new to pre-order projects, what they're doing nowadays is a down payment or full payment. So you can choose when you pre-order them to pay the whole thing off and then just wait for it to be shipped to you in a year later. Or you could do like a half payment. So you could do like 33,000 yen is the down payment if you want to do like a down payment thing. And then right before, like a year later before shipping starts, they'll ask you for the other half, which is about 30,000. So you're looking at 63,000 yen, roughly around $620 or something of that nature, depending on the strength of the yen. Versus your currency. So you could do the full payment, or you could do the half payment of 33,000 yen first. That was a lot. So now this next part is pretty exciting, and there's some limited information as to the translation for Google Translate. Doesn't translate very well, as some of you may know. So I don't know the particulars, but this is what Google Translate gave me. So the Volks International website is having what they're calling the Dolphie Online Store First Anniversary Fair Holding. It's a really long name. Volks likes really long names for their events. Now this is going to have a couple projects, and they're during different time frames. So first project number 1. This is for VIP members. So it does specify on there that you need to have a VIP membership in order to participate. And that's going to be the DD Rider. Okay, so here's the confusing thing. They're all lottery periods, right? So all these are lottery periods. So project 1 is a VIP membership, which I think is the one that we all get. Maybe I was wrong about the GL. Maybe it's VIP. I'm pretty sure VIP is all of us, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check the website again. But anyways, first project is VIP members only. So whichever qualifies as that. Now, the translation was a little weird. So one, it says DD Rider. Okay, there's also Super Dolphies, but I cover Dolphy Dreams mainly. So DD Rider / Alto Rear Pendragon. Now, I don't know what that means because DD Rider, if I'm not mistaken, Rider is a totally separate character from Fate that has never been released before. So I think that's a mistranslation. Then it says Alto Rear Pendragon. I'm assuming that just basically is saying Arturia Pendragon, the Dolphy Dream sister that we got, Fate Saber thing, last year along with John. I'm assuming it's that one. And then also you have Dolphy Dream sister Rem. Now both of those will be up for Project 1, which is going to be October 31st to November 1st. So you really only have one day to enter this lottery. Now, the winner announcement is to be determined. They didn't say when they're going to announce the winners of this lottery, but those are the 2 dolls, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 dolls for Project 1. Now, Project number 2. So Project number 2, it specifies it's for VS, GL, and VIP members. So basically all the memberships can participate in this one. Now, this is going to take place from November 2nd to November 8th. So you actually have a longer time period to enter this lottery as opposed to the other one, which was only a day long. Now, for this one, you have a choice between Dolphy Dream Erica Fontaine, which is from Sakura Wars, or the Dolphy Dream Ruri, which was, I don't even know from what show. I think that's a original character. I could be wrong. Put it down in the comment section down below if she's from an anime. I think she's an original character, but I could be wrong. But it's between Dolphy Dream Erica Fontaine and Dolphy Dream Ruri. So both of those will be available for Project 2 from November 2nd to November 8th. Now that's also a lottery, and winners are to be announced, I guess, via email, but there's no date for that either that I could find on the website. So that's Project 2. Now, Project 3. Now, this is where it gets a little dicey because the information was like, it's really hard for the Google Translate. So Project 3 is available for VS, GL, and VIP members again. So all the memberships. This is going to take place on November 7th. I don't know if there's going to be other days, but it only said November 7th. So it's what they're calling a Dolphy thank you bag. And I guess if you want to purchase this, it's like a loot bag, if you want to call it, that has an Angel's Department dress, shoes, and an interior flower. That's what Google Translate says. Now, the Angel Department dress is random. So you could get anything from the Angel Department, which I don't really know what is exactly. I know there's an Angel's line. Like most of these things have like blue label, black label. I think there's an Angel label. There's other labels for the clothing. So this is from the Angel line. So you can get any kind of outfit from this line. It's random. Then any kind of shoes, which is also random. Now the interior flower, I don't know what that means, but in the picture they showed, it looks like it's basically a fake flower pot that you can put in your house and display somewhere. At least that's what it looks like. I don't think it's a flower that the dolls can hold, just because of the size of the flower in the picture. It didn't seem that way. But again, Google Translate is really hard. If I could read Japanese, I really need to study Japanese so I could read it, but it doesn't really say. If anybody knows any better, like if you can actually read Japanese, put it down in the comment section down below for other people to find out this information, because Google Translate can only do so much for us that don't speak Japanese or read Japanese. Now, the fourth project, Project 4. Now, this is called the Thank You Present. Now, this one starts on October 31st to November 8th. So it lasts the whole time of this event. And basically what it is, the thank you present is for anyone that purchases 10,000 yen or more. Now, whether or not that 10,000 yen includes shipping and tax, to make 10,000 yen. So for sake of example, if you bought 9,000 yen and then shipping and taxes pushed it over 10,000 yen, I don't know if that makes it qualify, or it has to be 10,000 yen or more before shipping and tax. So that part I'm not sure. Take it for what you will. Again, if you can read Japanese, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyone that purchases 10,000 yen or more gets a thank you present, which is basically a random pair of eyes, an Emegu and Komame cloth, which you can see in this picture. It's like a hand cloth, like a washcloth. It's very popular in Japan, as I found out. I know it's popular beforehand, like you see them in pictures, and I'm like, why do they keep doing this? And then I found out most public bathrooms do not have hand towels. So a lot of people carry their own handkerchiefs, and that's usually what this is for, and I found that out when I was there. So it's a pretty popular thing there. You can use them for pretty much anything, just decorative, or you can use it. I use it sometimes to clean my glasses. But they're pretty cool. And you get a thank you card. There's like a little card that comes with it. So that's your thank you present for Project 4, which basically runs through the whole thing. So if you put in a lottery for a doll and you won the doll, I don't know if that counts because I don't know if they announce the winners afterwards. So that's a little iffy on how that works. But if you spend 10,000 yen or more at Volks International during the event, you get this thank you present. Now, let's keep moving on. So the Volks International website also has the October new outfit collection. Now this already started October 10th, so a little bit behind here on announcing it, but if you go to the October new outfit collection, there's still a lot of items still available. There's quite a few, like a small few, maybe like 5 or 6 that's sold out, which is pretty much like the super most popular ones that everybody wanted. But in my opinion, there's still a lot of really good stuff there. So if you haven't checked it out already, definitely check Volks International website out for the October new outfit collection. And then lastly, Volks USA. There's only one thing for Volks USA right now, and that it's the Hometown Dolpa 17 event. Now, that's going to take place October 30th to November 2nd, and it's a lottery for those outfits that came out during that event. So if you missed out on it on the Volks International website, and the items you want are sold out, they're all going to be here available on the Volks USA website, but via lottery. So good luck to you that want to enter in this lottery October 30th to November 2nd. Remember that. Whew, that was a lot of information for Volks this week, which is doesn't really happen often. Usually you have a lot of Smart Doll, which we do, but Volks was a big one this week. Let me get a drink of coffee, please. Oh, it got cold already. All right. So, next up is Smart Doll news. So there's a lot to go over. Let's go over some stuff, or at least one thing that's actually available. So in this picture here, Danny Chu has posted that Smart Doll Fortitude is now available. So you can go to the Smart Doll website and pick her up if you're interested in Smart Doll Fortitude. Now, the rest of this stuff is all up and coming, so let's start with this one. Danny Chu has posted in this picture here, he's announced Undiminished. Undiminished is now in the final stages of its production, and the actual ETA is unknown, but this is what she looks like. Now, she's currently available, actually, if you do Only the Brave. I think I've seen a few people already post that they received her from the last Only the Brave shipments, but as for a regular release, she hasn't been released yet. There's no ETA yet. She's really cute though. I mean, she's got that like something about her mouth design. It's like puckered lips or something like that, or pouty lips. She looks really cool. I really like her. She's very cute. Now, another one Danny Chu has posted in this picture here is Smart Doll Knowledge. We've been seeing a lot of posts of Knowledge lately, even a video post of Knowledge. She's currently in production. Her ETA is somewhere around 4 weeks to a month, or 4 weeks is a month, but excuse me, about a month. Let's just say about a month, and Knowledge will be released. So for those of you that have been awaiting Knowledge, you got 1 month to go. Now, Danny Chu has also posted in this picture here of the new telescopic stand. So this is the new stand. It's basically the same as the old one with some slight differences to make it better and more robust. So the stand itself is going to be a little bit thicker, and it's also shorter, so it collapses to be shorter. It doesn't extend as long either, but according to Danny Chu, you don't need that extra length. And to be honest, for most of you that are Smart Doll owners using these Smart Doll stands, I've never used the stand at full extension, never. So I mean, the fact that the extension is a little bit shorter, it doesn't bother me as long as it's, you know, as tall enough to make the doll stand and be fine. I have no problem with that. Also, it's going to be more of a matte finish on the metal than it was a little glossier. And it's going to be more sturdy because of that thicker design, which is nice. All good points, all stuff that's going to be coming with your Smart Dolls, which you did want to make a note that they're not free. The price is included in the Smart Doll. So you don't get them for free. It's actually... So I I mean, I guess if you wanted a smart doll without the stand, it would be a lesser price point, but Danichu currently is not doing that. Like, you, no matter what, you're paying for the stand. It's in the price. Now, let's go on to some prototypes. There's quite a few prototypes, and the first one I want to talk about is the one I'm super excited for. Now, this wasn't really an announcement. This was one of those posts, those random posts that Danny Chu does, where he's like, hey, let's look at the office. Let's look at the Smart Doll Land and all the different projects we're working on. Now, in this picture here, it was a picture of people working and in the store. And if you look in the far back, which I tried to zoom in on this picture, you can see C2 or CC, whichever you want to call her, from Code Geass. She has been teased so much for the past couple years, and I know a lot of us have been waiting for her release. There still is no ETA for her release yet, so we're still waiting. We have no idea when she's going to be released, but we finally get to see her face. Now, I know the picture is very grainy and is not very clear, but this is the best that we could do. This is the first time the front of her face has been released. When I went to Japan, I actually saw C2 when I was there, and this version looks like it's been tweaked a little bit more than what I saw, but so far, very, very cute. I'm super excited. My money is waiting for her. And another girl, which we're going to get to. We're going to get to the other one. But yeah, that's C2. I'm super excited. I wish the announcement would come soon. I really want to know when I can spend my money, basically. So let's keep moving. More prototypes. So prototype here. This is Strength in Coco. No ETA, but if you like Strength and you want to see what she looks like in a different skin tone, Strength in Coco. That's a prototype of her. Now let's keep moving. Danchu's posted in this picture here of another prototype. Now this one is called Beyond, which is a Coco semi-real. Now she's very cute. She has like a very I don't know, like a gentle expression. I don't know how else to say it. She looks like an actress that I've seen before, and I can't put my finger on it. But she just has this very gentle look to her. I really like her. She's very cute. Now, another prototype that Danny Chu has posted here is a Smart Doll G0 forehead in Coco. This is version 1. Now, she needs a name. Now, here's the thing. The minute I saw her, I knew a name immediately. And I think it's Tyra. I think she should be called Tyra. For those of you that know where I got that name from, kudos and points to you. But if it's not what I think it is or how she looks, I mean, she looks like a Tyra, right? She kind of looks like a Tyra. For those of you that know. That's my name choice. Anyways, let's keep going. So another Smart Doll prototype. Dan Chu has posted in this picture here. Now this is Smart Doll G04 in Cinnamon. And Danny Chu's asking, do you like her in the long hair or the short hair? I like her in the short hair. She needs a name. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those things that he posted earlier on, and then later on he made a new post. So this is actually her now. It looks like long hair won the vote, and she goes by the name of Dimension. No ETA on Dimension yet, but this is her with the long hair. I wonder if that short hair version is going to go Prototype Garage, or if that short hair wig is going to be available separately, because I don't think that wig is available separately as of yet. Although I think there are no wigs available really right now. But when they do become available, that short hair one, I like the short hair wig. But Dimension, like I said, no ETA on Dimension. Gotta wait for that. Now, another prototype Danny Chu's posted in this picture here is Smart Doll Fortitude. Now, I mentioned Fortitude earlier. Now, this is the T version of her. No ETA for T version of Fortitude, but that's what she looks like for those of you that are curious. I believe Danny Chu said he's working on a Coco version as well, but we just don't have any pictures of her. Now, continuing with prototypes. Now, this one is going to start with Apparel. So, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of the Post-Apocalyptic Sweater. This is very cute. I like it. I like pretty much all his post-apocalyptic things. The only thing I personally don't like is the frilly socks things, because it's not really socks. It's just like tops that go above the shoes. It doesn't really go all the way down like as an actual sock. It's like a cover, like a shoe cover on the top. It looks cool for the post-apocalyptic look. I can't even say that right. It's like a tongue twister. Try saying that 3 times fast. But, you know, it looks good when you do a full post-apocalyptic look. But for me personally, like most of my girls, they all wear like the jeans, like the long jeans. I just really like the jeans look. Some of them wear shorts and skirts, but that really just goes with the outfit that I bought for them, so I really have no use for them. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The post-apocalyptic sweater, very cool sweater. I mean, it's something that you could definitely use with like khaki pants, I guess, or even jeans, but like I think the darker Hiroshima jeans, not really the Tokyo jeans, is it like it's too light. But then again, I'm not a fashion connoisseur. I kind of go off of like whatever looks good that was already pre-made, or my wife will tell me, why is she wearing that, that's weird, color matching, change it. So that's something that, you know, that happens. Another prototype apparel Danny Chu is posting this picture here. Now this is the pastel blue rib knit sweater. Don't be confused, it's not the same as the post-apocalyptic. There are slight differences for this one. And also the floral capri pants. Now the floral capri pants, that looks pretty cool. It's pretty unique. I don't know how to match it, as I have no idea, but if you match it the way Danny Chu does, it looks nice. Personally, I'm not going to be picking them up, but they do look really nice. I just won't pick them up because I don't know how to match it, unless I just buy that sweater combo and just leave them just like that. But if you guys have like matching tips, what else would go with that floral pants? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not good at fashion. I'm sorry. It's just whatever's pre-made. I usually just steal those styles from that. Yeah, it's sad. I know. Let's keep moving on. So Danny Chu is posting this picture here of more prototype apparel. This is the baggy sweater and room socks set. Now this is in like a bluish gray, or just maybe gray, depends on how you look at it, I guess. But it's pretty much the same. He had one like this earlier, which was in a cream color, and I think that's already sold out, but this one's a new one in gray. And it's a different weave, like the pattern of the weave is different. But that's the baggy sweater and room socks prototype apparel. Now another prototype apparel, now this one I'm super excited for. So Danny just posted in this picture here, this is the Furisode plus Hakama combo with a yukata inside. Now, for those of you that don't know, Hakama is like a pants set. Now, I only know that because I practice Kyudo and Iaido, and we wear Hakama while we practice. The Furisode is like a coat. It's kind of like a coat thing. I don't really know if that's technically what it is, but it's like a coat. You wear it over other stuff. And there's a yukata underneath. So you basically wear the yukata, then you put the Hakama on top of the yukata and the Furisode on top of that, and that's what you get here. Now in the next picture I'm going to show you right here, if you just take off the Hakama and the Furisode, then it's just a yukata, and that looks awesome too. I'm super excited for this. I really want this. This one and the Mori Girl outfit, which has not been released yet. I'm still waiting on Mori Girl. I want that. But I'm waiting on that and this one. No ETA on this one. It's super cool though. I really do want it. Just I have no money. I have dolls to save for. I have apparel to save for. Oh, it's just crazy. I've been doing overtime on purpose so I can afford some of these things. And I've been selling things and like my old collector stuff. Like I've been selling a lot of Gundams and like comic books lately, trying to build up some funds for the pain my wallet is going to feel later. I know it's coming. So let's keep moving on. That's it for all the prototype stuff. So now I'm going to go over a bunch of stuff that was already released for those of you that have missed it and not been on the Smart Doll website. So let's go through these really quickly. So these are all released apparel currently on the Smart Doll website. First picture here, the Britannia dress and panties set. So you do get the dress and there are a pair of black panties that you get with this. This is also up on the website. Now another one in this picture here is the red combat gloves. Another cool item if you haven't bought the black ones and you need the red ones. I don't know what you need the red ones for, but if you like red, it goes with the ninja outfit if you own the ninja outfit from prior release. Now, also Danny Chu's posting this picture here of the double split skirt. This is a really cool skirt. But I'm not going to be purchasing this one personally because the Mori Girl outfit, I'm just going to use that skirt. If anything, I don't need two double skirts, but this double skirt is very cool. Now, lastly, there is the pink bikini. Now, this one's really cool, and I really do want to buy it, but again, I need to save money. But I think this is a very cool option. And I know a lot of people have already purchased. Okay, I got cut off. I forgot to pause it for the 30-minute mark. Apparently someone told me, I forgot the name, but sorry. But someone posted in one of my videos prior that that's just the way the camera is. Every half an hour, it just stops. And there's no way to get rid of it. Unless I guess I hack it somehow. But anyways, we were talking about the pink bikini. Very cool. I know a lot of people bought it. Awesome stuff. Now, the next couple of things I want to talk about is really just things going on at Smart Doll Land that have been happening as news lately that's going on. So, first up, in this picture here, Smart Doll Plus. For those of you that don't remember, Smart Doll Plus was known as Mirai Mannequin. It was an April Fool's joke. Everybody wanted one, and he decided to release it, and it was a real thing. I was one of those people that really, really wanted a Smart Doll Plus, but the price point is just too far out of my field. I couldn't afford it. I wish I could, but every time I think about it, it's like I could have like 3 or 4 of these dolls as opposed to 1. Then I got to figure out where to put her. But yeah, I really wanted a Smart Doll Plus, but unfortunately, Smart Doll Plus is gone now for the foreseeable future. A lot of different reasons, one of them being price point. Not everybody could afford it. It took up a lot of time to make, like the parts, just making the parts, and then assembling it just took too long. There's way more maintenance involved in the Smart Doll Plus than most people realized. Excuse me. The Smart Doll Plus didn't have as much posability, which is why initially it was called a mannequin, because that's really all it is. It just kind of stood, and you could pose it very limitedly, and just looks really nice and really cool. I really wanted one anyways, didn't matter. I couldn't afford it. But people complained. The people that bought it complained that it didn't move as much. I don't know what they were expecting. I mean, I guess they expect the same movement as a Smart Doll. Now, I don't know personally if the website said on there that the movement was limited or anything like that. I haven't read it in a long time. I don't remember. But I played with her at Anime NYC when I was at the Smart Doll booth, and I mean, the movement, it didn't bother me. It was limited, but it didn't bother me. Not for the purposes that I wanted to use a Smart Doll Plus for, but some people did. And some people complained, and people even returned them. There were people that returned them, apparently, and it's just sad. For something that was really super cool, it's just sad that people returned them and complained about them. I mean, you're paying that much money, I get it. You're paying a lot of money, and you want, you have certain expectations for this product. But again, I didn't read the website. Well, I did, but I haven't read it in a long time for what Smart Doll Plus, all the little fine details on there. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't please everybody. I wish I could get my hands on one of those Smart Doll Pluses now. Yeah, even though I can't afford it. Danny Chu, can I do a payment plan? Or can I get one of the return ones for a payment plan, please? But yeah, Smart Doll Plus. Unfortunately, it's gone. It's gone, people. So for those of you that have Smart Doll Pluses now, you own a unicorn. Good for you. Good luck for you. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just congratulations, because you got something that's pretty rare. It's just like the prototype garage stuff. Smart Doll Plus is now pretty rare. I mean, it was rare before because they were so expensive and you had a waiting list, but still, I mean, to be one of those people that was on the waiting list and then purchased it and then returned it, I'm sorry. It just makes me a little mad. Mostly, I guess, because I really wanted one and I can't afford one. But yeah, I mean, to each his own. Like I said, you can't please everybody. So let's move on from a depressing point to something else to talk about. So Danny Chu's posted in this picture here that the Instagram function is now broken. So Instagram has changed their, I don't know what it's called, API, I think Danny Chu said. I don't know what that means. I'm not a technical person for internet stuff, so I don't know. But basically, Instagram function is broken on the Smart Doll website. So you can't share pictures of your girls underneath wherever you wanted to link your Instagram stuff to. So it's gone. However, if it gets fixed, Danny Chu said it'll be available again. But in the meantime, they're actually working on a side project where they're trying to develop some kind of program where you can share pictures just on the Smart Doll website itself and use your customer information as well, so it's easier to share what you purchased. So I don't know exactly what that means, but it's going to be more integrated with your account and the Smart Doll website in order to post things. So more information, I'm assuming, will be released as we go. But that's just something that's definitely interesting that I thought that is going to be coming out sometime in the future. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is big news, sort of. Danny Chu has recently posted in this picture here of eyes of a Smart Doll. And he says, more anime girls are coming. Now, I didn't know this, that this was a thing, but apparently a lot of people have been complaining and sending emails to Smart Doll, to Danny Chu, complaining, where have all the anime girls gone? I'm not really sure what the complaints are about. Now, there are, I think Danny Chu said, currently 24 anime girls available, and there's even more anime girls that are coming. Now, maybe, I can kind of see it from other people's standpoint where they're saying, where are all the anime girls? Because lately, Danny Chu has been posting a lot of semi-real girls, like Monday and Tomorrow and beyond. Like, a lot of semi-real girls have been posted as of late. As in prototypes or coming soon or whatever. There has been a large influx of semi-real announcements. But don't forget, like, there are already a lot of anime girls currently out. There's still a lot. I think there are more anime girls currently available on the Smart Doll website than semi-real. Now, Danny Chu has been working a lot with semi-real lately. It's his new project that he's been doing. And he says it's for purposes of growth for the product, to learn more about design and concepts and things like that. And that's all well and good and fine. I mean, I personally have no issues with it. If that's the route that he wants to go currently, that he wants to explore, that's fine with me. Because he is still releasing anime girls. I mean, Prowess was just released, right? Fortitude was just released. Like, there's a lot of anime girls that are still available, and there is a lot more to come. So all the anime collaborated girls are obviously going to be anime, and the DC collaboration characters are all going to be anime looking. As far as I know, they're all anime looking. So he posted in this post like a bunch of like text, and the thing that caught my eye about this post more than anything, about the anime girl complaining, or lack thereof, or whatever, is what he mentions is coming out. So let's talk about the DC collaboration. So he mentions Supergirl, which we all know. We've seen pictures of Supergirl and all that stuff. Great. Now the next couple characters I'm going to talk about, he's blocked out. It's like starts with the first letter and then XXXXX. But we already kind of know these characters. So let's talk about the ones that we know that he X'd out. Wonder Woman is one of them. And we already know that he's hinted it so many times. Even though it's not official announcement and we haven't seen any prototypes, he's hinted it so many times that pretty much we're going to get Wonder Woman, I'm expecting. Batgirl is another one that was X'd out. We all know he's working on Batgirl already. We've seen the cowl. We've seen the prototype for the outfit, like bits and pieces here and there. We know he's working on Batgirl. I'm not really sure why he X'd these out. And then another one that he X'd out is Harley Quinn. It's just HXXXQXXX. That says Harley Quinn to me. He's hinted about Harley Quinn quite a few times. We haven't seen any prototypes whatsoever. Nothing about clothing or the doll or anything about Harley Quinn. Unless one of those blank faces that we saw printing was probably hers, but it's hard to tell. But Harley Quinn is one of them. And the other XXX thing was PG, and the only one I could think of is Power Girl, which I'm a little disappointed in. There's nothing wrong with Power Girl. Great character. But for those of you that are not familiar with the DC universe, Power Girl is Supergirl. It's just an alternate reality version of Supergirl from Earth whatever, Earth 2 or Earth 33. I don't know which Earth she's from. DC Universe has they have something called the multiverse. So there's Earth 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to like whatever number. And each Earth has an alternate reality of the characters. Power Girl is one of them. Power Girl looks significantly different than Supergirl, but she does take the place of Supergirl. So Power Girl has short hair, a much more how do I say this appropriately? A well-endowed area there for Power Girl in a different uniform. But she essentially is Supergirl, just a different Supergirl. But either way, if that's the route he wants to go, and if that's the route the DC Universe wanted to go also, because you got to remember, this is a licensed agreement, so they have a say on which characters get released as well. So those are the ones that we know of right now that he's X'd out. Now, there may be other DC characters, we don't know. Supposedly there's going to be a boy, maybe. But that's rumors. That's just rumors. Danny Chu hasn't officially said anything at all. I've just seen little rumors here and there, but I don't know if there's any truth behind them. So take it for what you will. He's also mentioned in this post that Shiki Ichinose is coming out later this year. So for those of you that have been waiting for Idolmaster Cinderella Girl's next release, which is Shiki Ichinose, the first one was Maki. What's it called? Is it Maki? Mika. I'm sorry, Mika. I keep getting the names confused. Yeah, so many Mika, Makis, like, whatever. Mika Jogasaki. And now we have Shiki Ichinose coming out later this year. I believe Shiki Ichinose is still going to be a hybrid, just like Mika was. So that means it's a Cortex body with a vinyl head. Even though Cortex has been phased out, I do believe that this is still the plan for Shiki Ichinose. Now, also another one that he mentioned, Naruto. No ETA date. We all know about Naruto. We've seen pictures of Naruto already. No ETA on him. I don't know if it's going to be by the end of the year or not, but he was also mentioned. Now, the interesting part is this last one. So let me take a drink real quick. So Danny Chu has mentioned guy holding a black book. This came out of left field because I don't remember any hints whatsoever in the past of all of his social media. I don't think he's ever hinted at this until now. So this might be a new acquisition for anime licensing. But for those of you that don't know, guy holding black book, that sounds like Light from the anime called Death Note. So for those of you that are not familiar, this is a picture of the character. Death Note is an anime and a live action movie apparently. And Light is one of the characters. So maybe that would be interesting. That would be really cool. I would like to see what it looks like because he has more of a different look to him than what we've previously seen for Smart Doll releases. So this would definitely be an interesting thing. So aside from Naruto, this is another boy, because I know a lot of people have been complaining about the boys, that there's not many of them. So you have Naruto and you have Light, if it is Light. We don't know. But I thought that was a very interesting thing that he posted there. But that really wraps up everything. It's a long video, but it was also 3 weeks since the last one. I tried to do it last week, but I got bogged down with a lot of different things that I was doing. So yeah, there's that. So I'll take this time to do like a small update on what's been going on. So I'm still working on my new series that I'm going to release. There's a lot going into this. Not that the content is hard, is getting the setup is really hard. So in order to do this new series, I need a couple things, like some new equipment, some new programs. It's going to involve a lot more programming that I haven't finished yet to get it all done. Some artwork and things like that goes into this. I don't know if that's giving away. It's not giving it away. You guys have no idea. But there's a lot that goes into it. I'm almost done with it. So the first episode hopefully will be before the Christmas break. But there's just a lot more going into it. And then I have other projects that I'm working on, which, hint, hint, it requires financial and legal knowledge, which I'm seeking out help for in order to connect it to finalize this last project. I've been working on this project for months now. And it's half been taking a long time because I've been kind of dragging my heels about it. And it's half been taking a long time because it actually takes a lot of effort to do this. And when it does get released, for those of you that have done this already, you know all the challenges that go into it. Getting certain permissions and things like that and legal advice to do this. So there's a lot of things that's going on. So I hope this makes you guys like a little bit more interested in what's going on. But there's like a lot of stuff behind the scenes that actually go into. I thought I could just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm just gonna do it, and then, you know, I'm gonna do it. But there's actually, when I delved into it, there's so much more that goes into it. And you'll guys, and I'll talk about it when I announce it, like all the little nuances that go into it that takes a while. So I'm still working on that. I have no, I really want it to happen before the end of this year. Hopefully before Christmas, but I really don't know. Like this is just a huge undertaking that I didn't realize how big it was going to be. So yeah, that'll happen when it'll happen. And when that happens is when I'm going to do the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm hoping to do it maybe before then. I don't know, but it kind of coincides with what I'm doing, sort of. So we'll see how that goes. I'll try to do it before Christmas, though. But I know it's been a while since I hit the 5,000 subscriber mark. But I'm working on so many projects right now. I'm spread thin. I have more now. I had 3 unboxing videos to do. Now I have 5 more unboxing videos to do that I haven't done yet. Plus this new segment that I'm working on. So there's a lot on my plate. And that's my fault for wanting to tackle so many projects. But I am working on it. And I did recently release my new Japan vlog, day 4. I'm glad that some of you have watched it and enjoy it. I gotta tell you, vlogs are the hardest thing to edit. It's so hard. It not only is it, I've done all the filming already, but just editing them is really, really hard to do. And I'm glad that people watch them and really enjoy it. But it definitely does, it's not the most watched thing on my channel. It's actually the least watched thing on my channel. It's watched the least out of everything I do, and it's the hardest thing that I do. So that's why they're kind of coming out a lot slower, because it takes so much time to put them together, and then it doesn't really give me much payoff viewership wise, where I feel like all that time taken away from doing unboxing videos, which are watched way more, and my Doll Symposium videos, which are watched way more. So I've been releasing them less and less because it just takes up so much time. I'd rather do more unboxing videos and get back on track with my Doll Symposium videos instead of doing that. But I do appreciate that people enjoy them and watch them. I really do appreciate that. So that's all the updates that I wanted to go over. So lastly, there is no community shout out for this week. Nobody submitted anything, and that's fine. I mean, you know, submit them if you want to submit them. I'm not going to force you to submit them, but we don't have any community shoutouts for this episode. But if you do want to be featured on the community shoutout, send an email to this email address, dlwshizusan@gmail.com. Submit one picture of your doll or dolls, and then let me know what the base doll is, just in case you customize it, so we know what you started with. Leave a little message that you want to leave out so that I can say it on here for everybody to hear, and where you can be found on social media if you so choose to share that, like Instagram, Flickr, YouTube, etc. Also, make sure in the email that you put in there what you want me to disclose. So I don't want to accidentally read out stuff that you don't want me to read out for everyone to see. So make sure you clearly indicate what you want me to share and what you don't want me to share. Also, make sure that picture that you submit is PG, as this is a family-friendly channel, as much as I try to make it a family-friendly channel. So no inappropriate pictures. If you do so happen to submit something that I feel that I don't want to share, I'll let you know in the email and just submit another picture. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes with that. But that's everything for this week. Thank you everybody for watching. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my very lovely assistant today is Prowess. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.